Welcome back, everybody, for another episode of Empyrion Workshop Showcase. Today, we are taking a look at the Aperture Space Program Nautilus. The Nautilus, or as you'll find it on the workshop, ASP FT Nautilus SR5, comes to us from creator ViktoriaShepard, and this is one of two ships I will be covering this week from ViktoriaShepard. The Nautilus is described as being a frigate type ship, so I'm assuming the FT stands for either frigate or maybe frigate transport. If you've been watching my workshop showcases, you know normally I show the ship off landed on a planet. However, the Nautilus does not come with any landing gear, so it is clearly a design meant to be kept up in space. This idea is further reinforced by the fact that the only hangar bay is clearly not designed to accommodate hover vessels. The Nautilus is a size class 5 unlocked level 20 capital vessel, and the creator states it is meant for accommodating 5 to 6 players, however can of course be piloted and managed by a single player. On each side of the ship there are 2 outside access doors along with small ramps. So starting from the front access doors, we'll come into a smaller room that doesn't really have much going for it as far as decorations. We're going to head up these stairs and through a door into what can only be described as kind of a lounge area. You would expect it to be the captain's quarters or maybe something to do with piloting the ship, but this section at the front of the ship is actually more of a lounge type relaxation area where you can come out and enjoy the view. Back in the previous room, we have a door next to the stairs that leads down into a front supply room, I guess you could say. We have 2 passenger seats, 2 armor lockers, a cargo box, and an O2 station. Now, moving past the outside doors, we come into a front section room that has simply an O2 station and a decorative holo display. Continuing down the stairs from here and through the next door, we come into a second lounge type area where we have 2 passenger seats, some couches, and some more closets. The next room we have is kind of the cafeteria room, where we have a couple more passenger seats, of course some booths, and a bar with a food processor and fridge behind it. Passing on through the next door, we come into what appears to be the captain's quarters, though there is nothing indicating that is the case. Passing back through the door into the second lounge, we now come to the hallway where we have access to the front lab. Now this is not a medic station or med bay, this is strictly a lab, like a research lab, and you can see there is only 1 scanner in here and everything else is decorative storage. Passing down the stairs from here, we come into the hydroponics farming area where we have a gravity generator along with several growing plots already populated, 2 fridges, and more decorative elements. At the front of this section, we have a door that leads into what is described as the bathroom. However, this is not exactly the bathroom design I would use. We have a clear see-through shower in this room, and the only place you can get some privacy is in the toilet. Back in the hydroponics room, we now will go back up the stairs and head through this door, which leads us past what can be described, I guess, as a med bay with an O2 station, 2 beds, some containers, and a medic station. Passing through the hallway, we come into yet another area that is labeled as middle lab, where we have, of course, decorative containers and everything set up to look like it is a laboratory of some kind, along with a cargo box and ammo box. At the end of the middle lab, we have a sign that leads us down the stairs to the bathroom from the other door, and that is pretty much all there is. Leaving from the middle lab section, we come into a room where we have 2 sentry guns protecting from the other 2 outside access doors. This room also has a cargo box, ammo locker, and a sign pointing us to continue on into the machine rooms, where we find what appears to be more of the workshop space of the ship. This room comes equipped with an advanced constructor, a repair station, a large number of cargo boxes along with 2 ammo boxes and 2 cargo harvest boxes. There is also a second gravity generator, obviously done for decorative purposes. And continuing down these stairs, you'll find another cargo room with more cargo boxes, ammo boxes, as well as O2 tanks. Passing in between the cargo boxes, we will take a door into what can be described as the engineering level of the ship, where we have a lot of decorative consoles as well as our warp drive and a lot of the functionality involving power with the ship. Heading up the stairs in this room, we come to an overhead area where we still have access to some of the cargo and ammo boxes, as well as 2 offline protection modules clearly done for aesthetic purposes. Heading through the door, we pass over the core to come into our hangar area where we have 2 large cargo bay doors, a repair bay, and an O2 station along with 2 cargo boxes. One last climb up the stairs gives us access to an elevator that takes us into the actual command area of the ship, where you'll find several decorative consoles and only 1 seat for the pilot. The Nautilus is a size class 4.63, which rounds up to a size class 5. It is an unlocked level 20 capital vessel. At max capacity, the Nautilus will hold just over 38,000 fuel, giving you over 17 hours of use if you reduce the power consumption by turning off your thrusters. It will hold a total of 8,000 oxygen spread across 17 ventilators, 4 oxygen tanks, and 4 oxygen stations. There is also a single medic station in the ship. The large number of ventilators is required because of the largely segmented design of the interior of the ship. For attack and defense, the ship carries 2 plasma turrets, 2 rocket turrets, 5 minigun turrets, 2 rocket launchers, 6 flak turrets, and 4 sentry guns. There is also a single drill turret located about middle ways on the underside of the ship. There's a total of 49 cargo boxes and 5 ammo boxes for the ship, along with 3 fridges, 1 food processor, and 1 advanced constructor. The main resources you will have to worry about for construction of the ship is, of course, iron and sathium, along with nearly 6,000 neodymium and almost 1,200 erestrum and zascosium. Overall, the Nautilus is aesthetically really pleasing. I think the ship looks great on the outside, and as far as the color scheme goes, it looks really good on the inside as well. As far as overall functionality, I feel the interior of the ship is a little bit convoluted in the layout, making it harder to get between some of the places you might want to reach quickly while using the ship. If you decide to try the ship in your own game in survival mode, I encourage you to first load it up in creative mode and clear out some of the excess stuff you won't need, such as the extra offline protection and the extra gravity generator, because that will reduce the amount of resources you need in some regards. So once again, this is the Nautilus, or as you will find on the Steam Workshop, the ASP FT Nautilus SR5. If you want to try the ship in your own game, I will have a link in the description below as always. And if you like the design, be sure to leave a thumbs up for the creator. That is it for today's Workshop Showcase video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button. Also, make sure you hit subscribe and tick the notification bell if you have not done so already, so you can keep up with my content during the week. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this vessel. What do you think about the design itself, the visuals, the functionality? I would love to hear from you. And of course, if there is a design you would like to see me check out in my workshop series, post the link for it below. Well, as always, I am your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.